at that. It's only March. It's absolutely freezing outside. I mean, look, it's pure grey skies, freezing. Terrible. Oh well, in my nice warm house now. Do you know, I've been doing a lot of thinking recently. I've been making these gaming videos for a while now, and when I started them, I said to myself I'll try and stick to doing the older games, you know, retro stuff. But I have been playing a lot of I mean, I do play recent stuff. I have an Xbox, I have a Wii, I play PC games, up-to-date games. There are a lot of games today that still have the essence of retroness in them, but I was just having a think about one of my fondest memories of retro games.
Back in the day when all I had was my Super Nintendo, the N64, PlayStation and the Sega Saturn were the new kids on the block. It was nearing Christmas, and just like any other stupid wee kid, I had no idea what the hell I wanted out of them. Much to the dismay of my parents, who just wanted to know what the fuck they were getting me for Christmas. Then one random day after school, my parents decided to take a wee trip out to a local toy megastore with the usual cover story. We need to get Christmas presents for your cousins. But I knew what was happening. My dad was keeping a particularly close eye on me when we were in that toy store, as I'd done what every other kid does at that age, play with fucking everything. However, I had made my way over to a PlayStation demo unit, and when I was there I played a game called Hydro Thunder. I was impressed with it. It wasn't the best game ever, but at the time I was mainly just looking at the PlayStation console. My dad was keeping a close eye on me, as I said before, and he was taking note of the fact that I looked more impressed. I mean, look at it, it's a cool wee thing, and its games came on CDs, and I'd never seen anything like it before. It was like space age technology. So it was pretty fair to say that I was expecting to get a PlayStation that Christmas. However, on the way out of the toy store, I noticed a Nintendo 64 demo unit, and it looked way more impressive, and there was a little game playing on there, and I decided to have a go. That game was Waverace 64. To cut a long story short, I was more impressed with the N64. My parents noticed this, so inevitably that Christmas, I woke up with a brand new N64. One thing I noticed about the toy store as well was there was no sign of the Sega Saturn in there. I mean, this wasn't advertised as well in the UK as they probably should have. I mean, I certainly wasn't aware of it until much later. I mean, the PS1 was obviously way more popular, the most popular 32-bit console of that generation. The N64 is my personal favourite, but that's, you know, it's personal opinion. But as I said before, the Sega Saturn, you bastard. The Sega Saturn was, as I said, wasn't as advertised as well over here. It literally found itself sandwiched like that. It's a sandwich. Like, it's a retro console sandwich. But this is a metaphor. This is what the Sega Saturn. This is what happened to the Sega Saturn in the UK. Don't know about everybody else, but yeah. The point I'm trying to get across is this is a game that made me want a Nintendo 64. This is a game that made me choose Nintendo over Sony again. So, plus, I mean, as I said before, it's fucking freezing outside. It's cold. It's still damp. It's windy. I thought I'd play a game that would transport me to a paradise island, warm sun, blue skies, golden sandy beaches. So, let's stick it on, shall we? So one of the first things you'll notice when you play this game is the music. The intro scene sets the scene for the game, and it does this pretty well. It looks bright, sunny, action-packed, jet skiers dashing past the screen. I suppose we're going for the kind of mid-90s typical American action sports montage feel, but to be honest it sounds like a fucking porn soundtrack. Apart from that, they're not horrible, they are well done songs and they do stick in your head a wee bit. But anyway, more about the game now. So it gives you the option of playing a championship mode where you compete with 3 other racers over the course of a season, with the goal being to finish with the most points.
3, 2, 1,
The higher the difficulty setting, the more tracks you race in a season.
Welcome to Sunny Beach.
Plus the rival racers become more aggressive and harder to beat.
move on to the next round.
Like this fat cunt, he gave me so much grief racing on a hard setting back in the day. Oh you wee bastard. You fucking... Get out my road you asshole! Then there's a time trial mode in which you ride solo on any track in an attempt to beat the fastest time. There's also a stunt mode in the obligatory 2-player versus mode. In stunt mode, the tracks have been converted into stunt tracks, with the goal being to perform stunts off a ramps whilst racing through a series of rings. The key here is to also perform stunts in between to string combos together for a really high score. So it gives you a lot of different play options. At the time, the visuals in this game were stunning. I mean, it was bright, colourful. I'd never seen a game with water that looked this real. I mean, look at it! It's fucking water! It's amazing! The variety of racers all handled differently. Some turn tighter than others with fast off-the-line speed, whilst others have high top speeds, etc. If that wasn't enough variety for you as well, you can tune and tweak each rider's jet ski, so if you like a particular racer but feel he needs to turn a bit sharper, then you can make that happen. It makes you feel like you're in control. Now let's get into that. Waverace does that brilliantly. The racers handle well and react well to the water. And the feel of the water is so natural. You can see the waves come towards you as you race from all directions. You have to adjust your steering to accommodate for the waves. It can send you just off ever so slightly in the wrong direction, or can literally wrap you up into the air. And let me tell you, if you're trying to win a race or beat a lap time, the last place you want to be is up in the air. As cheesy as the music is, it works. It has music for when you win and music for when you lose, or even when you come in second, and they all fit.
You finished third.
If you finish last, you get a slapstick fail music, then a toned down end of race song.
Nice try. You finished fourth and got 1 point. Move on to the next.
If you finish second, you get a much more congratulatory track, but it still has that feel of you almost had it. But if you win, it's so victorious.
Bonsai! You finished first and got 7 points.
I actually think this music can make anything sound epic. You feel like you've just won the lottery, solved world hunger and united the world as one. And see, to be honest, that's what these kind of games are for me. They solve all the world's problems. When I play a game like this, I'm transported into that game world. I don't give a fuck about anything else that's happening. It's all these problems that are happening in the world. Like global warming, Britain recently losing its AAA credit rating. Who gives a shit? Just sit down, shut the fuck up and play some fucking Waverace. Hi there Retro fans, this has been Wah, thank you for watching my video. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to a group that I've recently discovered on Facebook called The Games You Loved. I will leave a link here, but go and check them out. Basically it's a community of retro console, retro game fans that have come together, and I've recently become part of it, and we've been uploading pictures of our collections. The page themselves have been uploading pictures of really rare collections, just, you know, bringing things up for retro guys like myself to talk about, and go and check them out. They posted up pictures of my collection, even though it's not the biggest one, but they still have respect for someone that's getting back on the horse, so to speak. But yeah, go and check them out. GamesYouLove.com. They do have a website, but as I said there, .com, but the website's still in progress just now. But check them out on Facebook for the time being. If you're a retro game fan, or even if you're just a fan of game banter in general, then they're a good group to check out. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.